Have you ever wondered why, in a world so advanced, we still grapple with the seemingly insurmountable challenge of human rights crises? Today, we delve into one such crisis brewing in the heart of the Middle East, in a place called Gaza. In the beginning, Gaza was just another part of the world. Over time, however, it's been transformed into a symbol of resistance, a hotbed of conflict, and sadly, a humanitarian crisis. The roots of this crisis trace back to the mid-20th century when the State of Israel was established. This event ignited a series of conflicts and wars, leading to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians into the Gaza Strip. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the situation has escalated dramatically. Today, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Türk, urgently calls upon governments worldwide to act decisively. The aim? To halt the increasingly horrific human rights and humanitarian crisis in Gaza, and to quell the rising violence and targeted attacks in the West Bank. The stark reality is that Israel continues to impose unlawful restrictions on the entry and distribution of humanitarian assistance, leading to widespread destruction of civilian infrastructure. Israel's defense? They blame UN agencies for failing to distribute approved aid to Gaza. Yet since October alone, nearly 200 humanitarian workers have lost their lives in the West Bank and Gaza. Imagine this, nearly 1.7 million people forcibly displaced in Gaza, living in appalling conditions and under constant threat. Just in the past week, some 10,000 people were displaced from Nusayrat camp and near Wadi Gaza. Sadly, the West Bank is not immune to this violence. Over the past few days, Palestinians have been subjected to waves of attacks by hundreds of Israeli settlers, often with the support of Israeli security forces. This followed the tragic killing of a 14-year-old Israeli boy from a settler family. So what can we do in the face of such a crisis? The first step is to acknowledge the situation, understand the plight of these displaced individuals, the challenges they face, and the urgent need for change. Then, act. Share this information widely. Use your platforms to raise awareness about the dire situation in Gaza. Advocate for aid and intervention. Remember, change begins with a single voice, and that voice could be yours. In the face of adversity, let us remember our shared humanity. Let us stand up for human rights, for justice, and for a better world. For Gaza, and for all those who suffer in silence.